Hey yo, what's going on, budget fam? Welcome back to another video. So today we're not going to be opening cards. Today I'm just going to be sharing some info that I hope will be helpful for all of you. So earlier today I was able to find cards and buy cards from Target via their website. This is something that I've been struggling with for a while. This is the second week in a row that I've been able to get cards from their website. So I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty confident enough to at least share the little bit of information that I do have about it, and hopefully it can help you guys find cards from Target as well. So Target is now doing, at least it's been the last 3 weeks in a row, so it seems like it's a thing. I think it's been 3 or 4 weeks in a row. Seems like it's a thing now. They've been doing Friday morning drops of sports cards online, so it's kind of like replacing their old Friday morning in-person drops. So they pretty much replaced that with now online drops every Friday morning. So I was up bright and early. It all starts at around 7 o'clock Eastern time. So obviously I'm here in California, so it was about 4 o'clock my time. I've heard about it starting a little bit earlier, so I was up early just to be safe. I was up at 3:30, which is like 6:30. So it goes based off of East Coast time, so I'll kind of try to stick to that. But started at 6:30 in the morning. Like I said, 3:30 in the morning for me. I was up online on their website, hoping to get some cards. Pretty tired now, but it was worth it. So I was able to get some decent stuff. I didn't do amazing. There was a good amount of product that was released. I was able to get 2 blasters of Score and then 1 mega box of Bowman. I've opened a lot of Bowman. I have a good amount. I still have some from last week that I got online on its way, so I decided I'm just gonna get 1, at least so I have something. I stayed up super late and I was really tired, so I wanted to have at least something to show for it. And then I got 2 blasters of Score. I'm not the biggest fan of Score, but I definitely wanted to get some just to have it and try it for just something to open on the channel. It's usually the first Panini football release of the year, so it'll be good to see some of the new rookies, and it looks decent this year. It's not as bad as it's been in the past. So I got 2 of those and then 1 mega, so better than nothing. I wasn't able to get any of the select that came out. I wasn't able to get any of the Chronicles that came out. So that's what I was really shooting for, were the Chronicles megas, which look amazing. I really want to try to get some of those, and the select megas. That's what I really wanted to try to get. Wasn't lucky enough to get any of those. I gotta say, shout out to JR Sports Cards. That dude's awesome. He has a ton of really good information. He was live this morning, just kind of helping people through the process. Jabs was live as well, so I was kind of bouncing back and forth between those 2 channels, just waiting for things to drop. So I'll share a little bit kind of how the experience went for me, and then I'll share some tips and some things that you guys can look for when you guys, hopefully next Friday, are able to jump on it and try to get some cards. So like I said, I was on at 6:30, just kind of waiting and being patient, watching some people talk about stuff live. Nothing really happened until about 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, some of the products started showing up. They were out of stock, but they started showing up on the website. And then the first drop didn't happen until 7:15. So the first thing that came out were select blasters. Actually, it was like 7:10, I think. So like the select blasters came out at 7:10. I tried really hard to get those, was not able. I got them all the way to my cart, went to click checkout, and nothing happened. So I didn't get them. From what I heard, someone in one of the groups has like a monitor, which I have no idea what that is, but somehow they know exactly what was dropped and how many were dropped. So there was 14,000 select blasters, which really isn't very many considering how many people were probably online. They're letting people get, I think, 6 per transaction. So I mean, you do the math, that it doesn't take very long for those to sell out. Next came the select megas. and there was about 9,000 of those. I had no chance of getting those. Still tried. Got them all the way to my cart. Went to check out. Didn't happen. So by like 7:20, Select was completely gone. So they drop one thing at a time for the most part, and they're usually about 5 minutes apart. So by 7:20, Select was gone, and around 7:30, Chronicles started dropping. So I think it was the Blasters first. There was 20,000 of those. The Megas after that, it was 19,000 of those, and those were like the same thing, man, just gone instantly. Like I had them in my cart, I refreshed, saw that they were available, put them in my cart, went to check out, clicked the button, nothing, man. So, oh, and then also they had some fat pack boxes of 12 fat packs, which I was really hyped for. I was like, oh man, these ones, I think I'm gonna get these, dude. Like, hopefully no one really wants these, or nah, they were gone instantly. There was only 3,000 of those. So there were 20,000 Blasters, 19,000 Megas, and then 3,000 of the fat pack boxes. After that, I decided to change my strategy. So I was going to clicking on my payment, and then I was trying to use my PayPal account because I thought it would be faster, but it was not. So it kept rerouting me to PayPal, and then like I had to authorize PayPal and then check out, and that was taking, it was taking an extra 10 to 15 seconds, and just that extra 10 to 15 seconds is the difference between getting them and not getting them. So I decided after that, after I got none of the good stuff, I decided to switch up my strategy, and I just entered my card information into my Target account, and that was a lot faster. So around 7:45, 3 products dropped at once. It was Sage Football, Score Football, and Bowman Megas. They all dropped at the same time. They were all available. So I ignored the Sage. I'm not interested in getting any Sage. I did get 2 Blasters of Score. So I clicked on them pretty quick, refreshed, put them in my cart, just using my card. I had to put in the last 3 of my card, which kind of slows it down a little bit, but it's still better than like having to like authenticate my PayPal account. So that helped. I think that helped me definitely get some score. And then Bowman was up. Bowman Megas were up for a while. People just aren't grabbing as many of those as they are other stuff. So really wasn't much of a rush at all to get those, but I decided to get one. But yeah, the score actually sold out in 5 minutes, which is pretty crazy. But I think there's a lot of people kind of like me, like, oh, I'm up right now, I want to get something. So people just got the score. So now I'll talk about just some kind of tips and how you can do the same hopefully next Friday. I don't know if it really is an official thing or not. Target hasn't announced anything about it. It's just something that's been happening the last couple weeks in a row. So I would assume it's going to happen again next Friday. But I'll be checking the website frequently to see maybe if because I've heard they do it on a Wednesday, or they do it on a Thursday or a Tuesday. So I'll be checking in, but I'm predicting that it's going to happen again on Friday. No guarantees. I don't really know, but that's my prediction. So I'm going to prepare for it. Obviously, you want to be up early or late. For me, it's like staying up late. For the East Coast, they have to get up early. One thing I would definitely recommend is using a laptop rather than a phone. The laptop gives you more options, or it doesn't have to be a laptop, a computer. It gives you more options for filtering products. So you can click sold by Target, which I noticed doesn't really make a difference. The important thing is that you have to click out. So at the very bottom, there's a button where you can click on the left side, show out of stock products. That's key, man. That's super key. So the first thing you want to do is like type in the search bar. This is what I had the hardest time with, is like, how do I know when stuff is dropping? Like, I go on their website, I type in sports cards, I don't see anything. Like, what am I doing wrong? So what I would recommend is go onto their website around the time that you think things are going to drop and type in baseball cards. Just simply type in baseball cards. If there's something about to come out or about to drop, it will show that product as out of stock. So like I said, around 7 a.m., they loaded up the products that they were going to be dropping that day. So before 7 a.m., I was typing in baseball cards, trading cards, sports cards, football cards, basketball cards, and nothing was showing up. Right at 7 a.m., I typed in football cards, and like 7 products populated the page. but they all said out of stock. So that's how I knew, okay, this is what's dropping today. So once you get that, so you can type in baseball cards, football cards, or basketball cards. What I did is just like open 3 separate tabs with each one and then just refresh. I didn't know which one was coming first. So far it's been football first. And there was no basketball also. I meant to mention that. But yeah, type those in, click refresh, and around the time that products should be dropping, you'll start to see them populate. So that's really that's when you're in business. When you start to see them pop up, that's when you know they're in business. Another thing is important too is make sure you're logged into your Target account. Up in the right corner, you'll see, it should say it's a little avatar with your name next to it. So make sure you're signed in, because you don't want to be logging in and trying to remember passwords while you're trying to put stuff in your cart. You're going to miss out, guaranteed. So yeah, like I said, be sure to click that out of stock products, so that when you're typing stuff in, those are popping up. So once you have those products up on the screen, you got to just continue to click refresh until one of them pops up and it'll say add to cart. Super subtle. It's not going to be like this big thing like, oh, it's available now. Like, you're going to click refresh. It's going to look exactly the same. Just at the bottom, it's going to say add to cart. So as soon as you see that, click that button, add to cart. Throw it in your cart, and then I would just recommend checking out immediately. Even if there's multiple things dropping at the same time, I would go for whatever you want first, click add to cart, insert your payment information, whatever you got to do. Oh, it was a noise. My bad. I don't really need that light, but whatever. Enter your payment information. So when I switched to my card, all I had to do was enter the last 3 of my card and click checkout, and hopefully you get something. The problem is when there's a ton of people online at the same time and everybody's clicking, and some people are getting 6 boxes at a time, there really isn't much left, man. I was on a live stream with JR Sports Cards. There were like 2,000 plus people on his stream alone. There was like 1,000 people on Jabs. So like, if all those people are online and they're clicking the same time you are, it's really just like, it just comes down to like luck of the draw, man. Like, there was a bunch of people in the feed though that were saying like, oh, I got 6, I got 3, I got 4. So it is possible. It seems to me like it doesn't seem like it's being taken over by bots, because so many people were able to get them in the chat that I was in. So it seemed like people are legit getting this stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, just keep refreshing. Once you type in baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, you can put in trading cards or sports cards. But from what I saw, it didn't bring everything up when you do that. So I would be more specific. Open a tab with each one, and just keep hitting refresh until you see add to cart. Once you see add to cart, add to your cart, and then pay as soon as you possibly can, because just putting it in your cart doesn't mean that you got it. You need to pay before everybody else pays, because like I said, I had multiple things. I had mega boxes in my cart. Click to pay, not happening. So hopefully that helps, man. It's interesting. Nothing's guaranteed. It's tough because you could get up early, sit in front of your laptop, and not get anything. But it seems like the lower end products aren't quite as popular. So as long as there's something that's not as popular, you should be able to get something. Like I said, I wasn't able to get the good stuff, but I was able to get something. So similar to like the old Friday mornings, standing in line and hoping you get some good stuff, man. It's really similar to that. But yeah, hopefully that helps, guys. If you have any questions, and feel free to shoot them in the comment section. If I can, I'll try to answer them. If someone else can help you out in the comment section, please feel free to just share as much information as possible. Appreciate you guys watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.